Well, it's springtime, everything's turning green, and it's awesome. Look how gorgeous this is. It's just one of my favorite times of year. Hey everyone, and welcome to Nature with Gabe. This is the 4th episode of Fitness with Nature with Gabe. Today I'm gonna be running. I'm gonna go on about an hour-long run, so I should be able to get quite a few miles in, but I'm gonna share with you guys anything cool that I see as I go about my run. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so today's plant highlight for this episode is the Mayapple. So that's this plant right here with the really funky leaves. You can see it kind of grows all along the ground in these big clumps, and it's a really neat, beautiful native plant. Some people say they're associated with morel mushrooms. So some people that hunt morel mushrooms will look for these. And they get their name, these Mayapples, because they're known to come up and flower in May. In some parts of their range here in Georgia, they really come up before May and flower before May. And then also their fruit is similar to an apple, and so that's how they get their name, the Mayapple. But it's a pretty cool plant I wanted to share with you guys. You should be on the lookout and see if you can spot any Mayapples in your area. But let's keep going. So I'm running along a river right now, and I always like to point out, if you're interested in finding snakes or turtles, looking along the river and these big vine tangles along the roots is a great place to find basking water snakes and turtles, especially when the sun is hitting the branches and such during certain parts of the day. So if you're really trying to spot some of those types of animals, try and find some areas where there's sun hitting branches right on the edges of rivers, and really take your time, because some of those snakes can hide really well up in the branches. And they do that, they bask there because there's food in the river, and it's also an easy escape route if there's a predator. So you also have to be quiet, because sometimes you'll scare them into the water and you won't get a chance to see them. But it's a pretty cool thing to point out. Anyway, I'm gonna keep running. I'm about 20 minutes into the run, and I came out on this power line cut. And a good thing, well, something I like to do on these transition between habitats, these ecotones, these edges, I like to come out and take a minute to look to see if I can spot any wildlife, because there's a lot of wildlife that's easy to spot in these ecotones, or these transition zones between habitat types. So I'm going to be scanning the tree line for birds, and also trying to see if I can see any reptiles, amphibians, or anything else. You know, you can really see a long way in power line cuts especially, so it's a good area to just stop, pause, take a little break, and see if you can spot anything neat. All right, so I had 2 pileated woodpeckers just calling, which was pretty neat, and I'm hearing a bunch of tufted titmice. I heard a red-eyed vireo. There were a couple robins that I saw right on the edge into the forest a little bit. There's some chickadees calling, white-breasted nuthatch. I didn't see anything too crazy, but it's always good to stop on a power line cut if you can, and just scan the area to see if you see anything cool. I'm gonna keep going with the run and update you if I find anything else. Right, I don't know if you can hear that little sound, that bird calling, but there's a summer tanager. And to me, it's a sign that spring is definitely here and summer's fast approaching. It's that 2-3 note do-do-do, do-do-do. But it's a really beautiful bird to be on the lookout for. It's this bright scarlet pinkish, really bright color. It's gorgeous. But it's always a sound I love hearing, and I'm always listening for this time of year. So if you're somewhere within the summer tanager's range, try and listen for that call. It's still calling. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Thought I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm gonna keep running. Gosh, I'm at like the 40-minute mark. Starting to get a little bit tired, but gonna push through and just enjoy this beautiful weather. All right, I don't know if you guys can pick up that sound on the GoPro. It almost sounds like leopard frogs calling or ducks quacking, really muffled. But I just heard it, I stopped and I was like, what the heck is that noise? And I spotted across the river, there's a rookery of great blue herons, which is super awesome. I've never seen one before, but it looks like there's a couple trees and you can see a bunch of sticks up in the top of the trees. And luckily I have my binoculars, so I'm able to scan over there and you can actually see some of the birds on the nests. It's pretty awesome. I wish the GoPro had a zoom or something so I could zoom over there and share it with you guys, but just goes to show, if you guys hear anything, stop and try and figure out what it is. You can often find really neat things that way. I made a video recently, a nature note, talking about the sounds of spring, so check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, this is pretty neat. I'm gonna sit here and watch these nests for a little bit and then finish up my run. I know this is a really tough time for a lot of people, and it can be hard to stay motivated and try and stay fit. You know, a lot of people are just stuck in their houses. But I would encourage you to try and, you know, if you can safely, spend some time outside. Just get out there and just walk if you have to. Just get out there and sit outside for a bit, get up, move around, get some exercise in, and try and connect with nature while you're doing that. The natural world just offers so much, and there's so much beauty, inspiration, and it can really turn your day or your week around. So if you're having a rough day or dealing with something that's, you know, really bringing you down, just try and spend some time outside, go for a walk. You know, if you can't get outside, just sit by a window and look out and try and experience the natural world from there. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. But yeah, have a great day. All right, I don't know if you can hear that noise, but it's a white-eyed vireo calling. Sounds like dee 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 dee.